Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to my 8th and final video from the Mainline Autograph Show that was held Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Monroeville Convention Center on May 16th, 17th, and 18th. My 8th and final video are going to show all the TTM fuel that I picked up, and most of these are specific cards of specific players and years that I'm trying to get to complete their player runs. So this isn't just me looking through a value box and pulling out signers. These are specific people I documented and needed. Now this pile has some underneath that are not on the list, a couple that aren't signers, but they're really good cards. They're all from the same package deal. So I went ahead and started around mid to late Saturday. I finally started buying TTM cards. Now on Sunday I really hit it pretty good. So first up we have 31 cards, including 2 high number 1972 football cards that I ended up purchasing. So some nice purchases here. $92 sticker, end up paying only $70. That's well below the 10% that I hoped for. I mean, seriously, that's 21 bucks. That's almost 25%. So I think this might be his only card from 1957. I found out he's signed, so I picked it up. Mike Andrews. So this is going just in order from earliest to, latest. Football, then baseball, then football. So Ron Stone, you can see the prices. Both these guys sign. High number for $3. There's another one marked as short print. It's a beat up card. That's okay. But yeah, these are players that I specifically found out signed, or cards of players that I needed to get TTM. So I can finish off their player runs. This is awesome. And we got to football here. Let's get some of the old football cards out of the way too. And they're priced appropriately. Also, it's a bit based off of condition as well. So that's wonderful. So here's the 2 high numbers that really added to the price. We got Jim Bakken and Jerry Levias. $25 each. Look, they're in great shape too, which is kind of a bummer. I was kind of wishing they'd be beat up, be cheaper, but he quoted me a great number. I mean, I'm not going to show you the videos where I put stuff back, I'm going to show you the videos where it's like, yeah, we went ahead and got them all. And I got that. That's great. Then I picked up 4 TTM cards here. We've been $14. He hit me for 12 bucks, which is great. Wasn't expecting any discount, really, for only 4 cards here. But I needed that Bobby Klaus. I needed that Bob Rogers from the Fleer set. Very good. And I just realized he signed, so I picked up some of his cards, and we got the Billy Barnes. So good stuff right there. Some vintage fuel. So then on Sunday, this was actually the first person I bought from, because JD, who I've bought from in the past, is super busy. So I get in a half hour early on Sunday, so it's like, let me go to his booth right now. And I got to look through pretty much every binder he had. 226.25, 200 bucks. Great, just over 10%. Appreciate that. He has high numbers. So if I wanted to get this card that isn't beat to crap, I'm going to have to pay up for it. And if the card was pretty beat, it was priced appropriately, and he had multiples of some of these. So, it's good to get these cards. There's the Clay Carroll, who happens to be the Phil Necro rookie as well. Time to get Mr. Closter. Yeah, these high numbers can be pretty brutal when it comes to prices, but I'm glad to get it. Whew. I think I remember seeing that same card either at the National or at Strongsville and being like, I'll pass for now. Well, now time was to buy it. So I got it. You kind of hope to find some of these cards that are in slightly lesser condition because you're going to send them out through the mail anyway, and sometimes you can't. So these are all specific players that I had written down that I wanted to get signed. That was an upgrade over the one that I had shown you earlier. Oh, he had a lot of the 72 high numbers as well, which is great. Whew. Prices are not, it can be pretty rough, but I'm glad to get these cards. It's going to be so fun to complete these player runs. Really make for an awesome TTM collection in so many different ways. Bam, these cards are, just really high up there. But good to have it. I have so many of these, but you know what, it's time to grab one because this one's in pretty nice condition. Then I did see some football in there. I know I'd already bought one of those before, but what the heck? He's a Steeler. It's in his Steelers uniform. And while he was making a big deal with someone else, I went ahead and looked through his box he had, and I'm glad I did. This is a great deal for this card here. Dean Gerhardt was actually talking about this card in his recap video, but you got 4 Hall of Famers here. $8. More like $7 really after I got it. Got the 71. Got a Burt Blyleven rookie. That's not terrible condition for only $8. This one was in terrible condition, which is great because if I want to complete Charlie Spike's player run, getting this card in somewhat decent condition would be about $25-30 at the shows. So that's awesome. Thank you. I can't pass up a Lenny Moore rookie card, and for $22, more like 20. I mean, holy cruds, that's awesome. So actually, of these 5 cards, this is the only one that obviously I'm not sending out TTM. Orlando Cepeda is no longer with us. He was signing, but yeah, holy cruds. So it's like I added $45 more, or whatever it was, you know, to the $181.25 from this stack. I'm so glad he was doing a deal with somebody else. So I just looked through his box for 10 minutes there and pulled out goodies. And wow, JD, thank you as always. You really come through, and I'm trying to get certain cards for certain players. That's good stuff. And another person who's been good to me over the years, Bobby. Went through his binders. They were freshly stocked. And pulled out specific cards I was trying to get here. So good to get these. And he did have a binder, which I think this is where it started. There should be 10 of them. Yep. Of high numbers that were off grade for $3 each, or 8 for 20. So I pulled out 10, so $26. And even though I already have these, you know, they're high numbers. I'd like to send to Mr. Moore. Maybe send him 2 of these at some point. Send one, and then 6 months later send another. These are all guys who sign. Phil Roof. High number cards for cheap. Great. And then these were the ones I specifically pulled out of his binders. So, good. But I ended up buying 22 cards from him, including some high number 66s. And I had a whoops moment. Oh boy, did I have a whoops moment. Well, there was a 67. Let me show you the 67 that I pulled. I needed him to complete his player run. So these 66s. Now, he gave me a nice deal. But this is going to beef up the price real quick here, these 4 cards. To $187, hit me for $160, which is great. Dick Green, I sent him this card once, along with 2 or 3 others. He kept this card. Probably because not a lot of people send him that card. Look at that price tag. Ron Stone. Ooh, oh my goodness. And here's where it's like, what the crap, Steven? You accidentally pulled both of them. Did you mean to pull another one, or did you pull... Oh, my goodness. That's... Now, if you're going to make an error, right? Oh, dang. So now it's like... Do I gift this to a TTMer? What? Oh, boy. Whoops. Man. Sharp-looking card, though. Other than top to bottom centering, that is a sharp-looking card. Man, these high numbers can be brutal. And I looked through other binders and didn't find these. So, it's time to get them. It's time. Got a good deal. Got over 15% off. So, Bobby, thank you for hooking me up again. So, I mean, I'm kicking myself because, like, well, there went a little, you know, $20 I didn't have to spend, but they happen. And one more, got some vintage football cards. Guy had some football binders. I looked through them. $15.50 hit me up for $12, so about 25%. I've bought from this person in the past at the mainline show. So I was glad that I found and was able to find some specific cards that I was trying to get. Because football can be tougher to find than baseball. So seems like that seems to be the price I would always get for his, unless if they were really in bad shape. So I'm glad to get that Burt Jones rookie. So, wow! Vintage TTM Fuel. Lots of high numbers. Lots of high numbers in there. I can complete some player runs. It's going to be so much fun. Let me know in the comments below. Oh my gosh, I did 8 videos. So I upload 3 videos a week, a TTM video on Monday and an autograph and or trading card video such as this on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I really would appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for checking out my videos. Take care, everybody.